He is really nice, you see. Yeah, they can actually jump and fly. I mean, they are grasshoppers, and you see they have nice wings. No? Oh, oh yeah. It's flying all around you. Bzzz. Oh, come on, get it. Doesn't look like... Oh, yes. In this enclosure right here, I have a bunch of sweet looking buggers, and for them I plan to make a new big glass enclosure. But until then, we need to set this enclosure to be appropriate temporal enclosure, right? And check them out, they are mantids. But all of you should already know that because all of you are following me on the Instagram where I posted about them already, right? All of you are following me on Instagram. If you aren't, what the hell are you doing? Link is in the description and down here, right here. So to be more exact, we have 1, 2, 3, back there is 5, 6, 7, 8 big individuals, I mean bigger individuals, and also there are like a few smaller ones, like one here, also here you see, and I thought I seen one over there. Yeah, a small one over there, and also in the meantime you see we have one Otheca, and also there is another one that I didn't even spot. So as I said, bunch of mantids, and the scientific name is Gongylus gongylodes, while the common name is wandering wildling mantis. And the best thing when it comes to these mantids, they are actually communal, so that's why I want to make a big enclosure for them, to eventually have even more of them. And if you are wondering from where I got them, I traded my jungle nymphs with some guy for these. He had a bunch of these and I had a bunch of jungle nymphs, so we just traded. And also I got something else from him, let me show you. I got a couple of big ass grasshoppers in here, and I plan to use them in some special feeding video, or just to feed Linda. Look how they are already going outside. I think that these are the biggest grasshoppers I have ever seen. You see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, actually down there 6, so 6 in total. I don't plan to breed them, but instead, as I said, I will use them in some feeding video. Yeah, they can actually jump and fly. I mean, they are grasshoppers, and you see they have nice wings. So can you jump again for us? Oh, that wasn't really gracious, you know. I would also need a bigger enclosure for them, but they won't live for long in the dark then. And what are you doing? Where are you going? Hey, don't destroy my molds. Felix already did that. Come here. Go hang with your buddies. Okay, also all of you back inside, please. Yes, 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 poke, poke, poke. It will be really interesting to see how Linda will take them down. But let's go back to mantids. First, I need to cut the backgrounds for the enclosure, so I need to measure the sides. I want to have sides, I want to have backgrounds on all the sides, so here, over there and over here. So for that, first I need to measure, of course, 28, so I will cut it to 27, and this is 40, so like 33, something like that. Actually this is 50, so I will just use the 50. Yeah, it will be alright. Just need appropriate length, and then I can cut it on half. So I'm gonna mark here, here and here. One nice line. Now to cut it. Okay, measure the half, pull another line, cut that. Okay, we got the sides, and now for the back. So once again, measure, mark and cut. Now, before we install the backgrounds, I need to get all the buggers outside. So I have a box here that I will use to put them inside, just until we set up the new enclosure. He was flexing with his wings, and yeah, this is a guy. You can actually judge that by antennae. Males got longer and thicker. You see, this is male, and for comparison, this is the female. You can see how her antennae are slim and short. Yeah, that is the easiest way to distinguish them, which is really nice. This cork bark that actually holds one lateralis roach. Go there inside with your body. Come on, let it go. Ah, okay, you don't have to. You can just stay here. He is really nice, you see. Pretty guy. Let's take the rest then. Okay, this won't even fit inside of the box. You need to move. Hey, the male actually attempted to fly. In you go. Oh, come on, man. It is so hard to get them off your hand once they get there. And now these two are still left. I mean, 3 over there is the small one. So 1. Come on, make it easier. Thank you. 2. Go. And the last small one. Oh, no. He's actually really fast. Look at them shaking. Such a funny sight. Now I need to put them on the side, but I cannot really close the enclosure because... Okay, I guess this will work. It is not the best solution, but I think it will work. I will put it here on the side so I can monitor them in case some tries to squeeze outside. So now, background installation. For attachment, I will use the expanding foam. And now I think that I had to install the back first. Okay, I think it will be alright. But I need to act quickly. Something to hold it down just for a few minutes until it's cured a bit. Now the back. And now the last side. Just look how thick, almost looks like an expanding foam. Crazy. But now we can put the final piece of background and I will let it cure overnight. Even though expanding foam gets hard enough for holding background pretty quickly, I think that fumes are rather nasty, so I don't want to risk it with fragile mantids. I will rather let it vent overnight. So one time jump and that is done, so we can continue. Let me flip it over, adding the front panel. You see it is actually removable. And the same goes for this front ventilation. It goes just like that. Now everything else is just standard substrate, more substrate. I want to cover this edge, you see. Just like that, you see. Some sand for the texture. I'm not doing much right. There is already a lot of texture in this substrate. I mean, on this substrate, yeah. Now to add the branches. I want them to go everywhere because these guys, they need a lot of hanging place. They need a lot of places where they can molt and hunt and all that stuff. So the more branches you put inside of their enclosure, the better. And also I didn't even mention, the reason why I wanted to have both sides covered with the background, it is to provide additional walking space, because now they can use this background on the side to also climb. I mean, more places, more space to move around. And for activities, of course. I will also take some of the one that they already have. In the same time, you see, I will be adding the first inhabitant. So in you go, little mantis. And I want this in the back. This one will be the second, with this in the back and also some leaf litter on the bottom. If I manage to get all of that in behind, I think that the enclosure is done and ready for all the inhabitants. So let me just take one by one. First this one. Check it out, your house is even better than the last time. Go. Alright, the second one. This guy maybe, yeah. But let's just pause for a second and check how awesome looking they are. Look at this. Such a cool looking mantis, right? Ooh, yeah. You can also go in your new house. So hard to get them off my hands. Now this big girl, look at her. Come on, go. Don't fight. Ah, incredible. Go inside. And it's easy with two hands. With one hand it's just impossible. So once again, check it out. This is the female. You see how small her antennae are, and this is a male. It's some big antennae. Other than that, maybe you can see how he is slimmer while the female is like bulkier. Although I'm not sure if that's the rule. It most likely is. You can go here. Ooh, that was easy. And this female... Let me help you out. There. Nice. Look at all of them. They're such an awesome gang, but I can yeah, this enclosure will definitely be too small. The one that I will be building for them will be the standard. It's 50 by 50 by 35. Like the enclosure that I have for my crabs, for frogs. Chips is also in the same size enclosure. And jungle nymphs used to be inside of that, but then the headlight roaches occupy it and now it is exclusively their enclosure. But I ordered a glass for another enclosure for jungle nymphs because they are growing now and it will be significantly taller than their old one. Check out how small this one is. You see, this is the adult and this is the baby. Can I focus it? Yeah. So small, right? And I think that there should be more. Yeah. Another baby right here. Oh, and here, I almost squished this one, oops. Now comes the fun part, where we are going to feed them. I will be giving them crickets, so let's see. One flying cricket coming right up. You're not interested? Poke, poke. No? No. Oh. Oh yeah! There we go, first victim of today's massacre. There will be more, for sure. I will try to feed this guy next. Another flying cricket. Got it. Oh, struggle, a bit of struggle. This is second successful feeding. The feast has begun. Now let's go for this one. This one is fairly active. Oh, look at him, he's cleaning his head. How lovely. You wanna grab something else? Oh, yeah. Oh. I got it. Third cricket is down. Okay, and the munching begun. Now let's now focus on the gang on the top. First, this one. Ooh, locked on. Doesn't look like. Oh, yes. For oh, what the? the cricket just flew. Where'd it go? What? I lost the cricket. Nope, it's still here. Ah, it seems that I actually managed to lose it. I'm gonna grab a smaller one for that one. Let's see if that will be better. It's flying all around you. Bzzz. Oh, come on, get it. Oh, are you interested? Oh, there we go. Now please don't drop it this time, will ya? I think that this one is fairly interested, so he'll be next. I really like movement, you see? Look how his head is following. Oh, no! Come on, be more precise. I will get even smaller one, but first we are going to feed that one in the back. There we go. Although you see, that one only got one hand, and that is how I received it, but it seems that it is still capable of catching and hunting, you see. It is a bit of struggle with just one hand, but it works, I guess. So now once again let's try to feed this one, but I will take even smaller prey item. Look how small this one is. It is a lateralis roach, but yeah. Ah, what is this? Why are you so struck? It fell, the roach fell. I should really get flies for these guys. Let's feed the other one. In nature they are used to catching flying insects, so that's why you need to wiggle it around if you want to feed them non-flying insects, but having a bunch of flies on hand would be much more practical because I could just release them inside and be done with it. They would eventually catch all the flies and this way will take a little more time. And if you check these guys, you see they're already done with their meals. This one is done, this one got a little more left. I mean, actually it is a proper size. Maybe this one also lost its roach. I don't know. For these extra small ones, I have these smaller lateralis roaches. It looks like I should actually use even smaller ones. This should work. Yeah, you see? They are capable of catching extra small lateralis roaches. Anyhow, I think that with this feeding we can conclude this video. I will still try to feed some that didn't eat in front of camera, but I will do that after this video. So with this cool shot of all of them hanging and shaking, we can conclude this video. We can end this amazing Mantis video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I really hope that they will manage to reproduce and that I will be able to maintain their numbers and that I will be able to multiply the numbers, but we'll find out about that in the future. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something. If you want to support this channel more, there's a Patreon page. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I upload on Monday. So see you again soon. Bye.